Hey everyone! So sorry about my not so fantastic appearance today. Usually I make videos after I've been out or beforehand, so I'm usually all dressed up and I have makeup on and everything, but today I'm at home and I felt that I should probably make you a video because I haven't in a couple of weeks, and I'm sorry about that as well. I've just been rather busy with final schoolwork things that I really need to get done or I might not pass. But today I am going to give you my first oddities update because since I last posted my video on my collection of oddities, I have gotten a lot of new additions, which is really fantastic and exciting, and I've been really eager to share it with you all. The first one I'm actually going to take you to because it's on the wall and it's kind of complicated to get off and on, so I'm just going to show it to you on the wall, so come with me. So the first one, if you can see, is this. I found a rabbit skull a little while ago, and one night when I couldn't sleep I decided to get one of these cameo frames, paint it and stick it on there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I also added some varnish stuff to it because it was a bit weak. While I'm here, I also got a new little tiny display cabinet thing for my oddities, which quite a few people have now, I think, and I got it for like $7 from Cheapest Chips, but it's really cute. If you can see, it is that wooden box thing, and I just have a few things in there looking all cute. So those are the first few things. Now I will show you all of the other stuff. It's fantastic. The first I will show you is this. This is a jar of cat bones, which I am so proud to own now. I have the scapulars, which are here, if you can see. I still need to disinfect these, but until then they just kind of sit on my shelf, and I am going to articulate it all when they're clean. I don't have the skull, which I'm really sad about because I found them in an abandoned building, and in this building there were other dead things too, one of which was a dead rat, and it was like mummified. It was just mostly bones, but it had green spray paint on it, and there was other spray painted graffiti things, so I'm guessing one of the people who was graffitiing the place probably found the skull and took it. That's my guess because I couldn't find it anywhere, and it was quite a little building, so that is my guess. But in that building I also found a teeny tiny skeleton of a microbat. I'm guessing it is. If you can see, hopefully the shine isn't too annoying. It only has one wing, but it's so cute. I am so proud to own this. Like, I just never even considered that I would ever find anything from a bat that I would just have to buy it, and then I came across this and it is adorable. Hopefully you can make out all the bits. Next, I had some pieces of a hare skull kind of just hanging out in a jar, and I was going through some different bones and things and I found it, and I realised parts of it could actually go together, and I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So I have a partial hare skull. If you can see. It's kind of awkward, I'm sorry. But that is a hare skull. Next, I've started decorating skulls, but by drawing on them. So this is my first decorated piece via ink, and it's not very good. I did it like 5 o'clock in the morning and I still hadn't gone to sleep, so I'm like, oh hey, I'll draw on a skull, and it's really awful, but it's something. And I put a little spider web on the back, and I coated it in glaze so the ink wouldn't come, but yeah, it's not the best. Next is really simple. I got it from a friend. It's just a little hollowed out budgie egg. Next, this isn't actually a dead thing, but it's kind of to do with death, so I thought I'd include it. I went for a walk somewhere or other and I stumbled across a little cemetery, and you know those kind of fences that line some of the graves? I found a piece of one that was just broken off and it was just lying around, so I took it. So yeah, it's actually really heavy, but I don't know, I really like it. Like, I know it's just a piece of a fence, but it's so special because it once lined a grave in a cemetery and it's cool. I don't know, I really like it. Next, I just have some random bones that I found around, which is these. I have other ones like these that I found, but you get the idea just by seeing 2. So times this by like 3 or 5 or something. But next, I have some, I don't actually know what they're called, but you know how when you look in a skull, it has the spongy bits in the nasal cavity part? Yeah, I have some of those from a calf. This is actually from Meringue, the calf skull, if you remember, the one that was decorated all steampunk. And I got these from my friend because she actually gave me that skull and she reconstructed it and everything and then gave it to me, and then I was the one that decorated it. So yeah, that's why you're only seeing these now. Next, I have a skull, or a part of a skull. It's like the back of one. I don't know what it's from. I found this behind some public toilets amongst some trees and stuff, and it's pretty cool. And again, I don't know what it is. I honestly don't. My cat's here. Sorry about the scratching. Yeah, I don't think this is from a cat because the cranium seems a little bit too flat, and usually if it was a cat, the eye sockets would probably be a bit bigger. And yeah, and usually I think this part here is a bit more prominent. So yeah, I don't know what it's from, but if you know, please let me know. If it makes any difference, I live in Australia, so it wouldn't be a raccoon or anything like that because we don't have them here. But yeah, I'm guessing it's some kind of marsupial, I think. Next, I've been making some crucifixes out of bones. I know it's a very common thing, everyone makes them sometime out of bones, but I added a few extra bits. So this first one is a necklace, and it's like one of my new favourite things to wear now. Yeah, it's got a tooth in the middle, which is from a possum, and then this is from a coyote from its feet. And this is another foot bone, but I don't know what it's from. And I also have this elaborate one. This one I don't wear, this just kind of hangs on the wall. But it has a tooth, you can see it, I have a tooth there, 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 and there. So sorry the lighting is so horrible. There's also rat ribs here and here. And then this is from the wing of a shearwater bird, I think. And then this is from a coyote again. Then it has the mouse skull and some bird vertebrae there. Next, I have been doing some more articulating lately, and I finally got around to putting together my rat skeleton Mordrake. So here he is. He is so big. I really, really love him. He has a really awkward posture, so I kind of had to support that with different bits of bone. The only thing I'm not happy about is one, that I had to improvise for his feet because there weren't enough bones there. And the second is that the scapulars, they're not very well placed, if you can see there. And they're also the wrong way around, which I later discovered, which was really silly of me. That scapula, like this front one here, is meant to be on that side and the other one is meant to be on this side. So the curve is facing inwards, sort of. Hard to explain. And then also I don't like that I've just done it straight down because it's meant to be sort of going sideways more. But anyway, he's only my second articulation, so I think I still did pretty good. That is Mordrake. If you want to see some better pictures of him, I have some on my Tumblr, which I will link you to down below if you like. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, from the cat's bones that I found in the abandoned building, I also found one of its feet, which is still together. You can see. And that's pretty cool, I think. I like it. So continuing on with articulating things, I've also been getting into articulating bird bones. Mainly their vertebrae, I want to master that first, but I've also experimented with other bits. So first, these are just from like an old bird skeleton I had lying around. It's only a partial one, but there is part of its neck that I put together. It's so awkward to show you, I'm sorry. And then there's that part too. I also have some from a parrot. But yeah. I also articulated some vertebrae from my Raven Corvus, even though he's incomplete, which is silly, but I just couldn't resist. I had to put something together. So yeah, it looks a bit strange since not all of it is there, but usually it would just go like that, so it's kind of like an S shape. And I also added a cobweb to his eye socket. Another thing from Corvus that I put together is this wing of his. The next thing I have is a jar of ants, both male and female. You can't see very well, but there's a lot of ants in there. Next, I just have some feathers that I found. Next, I found another brush-tail possum skeleton. It's just in this container for now until I can clean it and put it together. And yeah. Yabby exoskeleton that a friend gave me from her pet Yabby called Vegeta. And no, that's not after the stock cooking stuff, it's after an anime character, I think. I don't know, that's what she said. But it's really cool. It has very bright blue claws and it's like pink here, but you can't see properly because of the bad lighting. It kind of helps. When I was going through a jar of bones I had that I was speaking of earlier, I found some hair bones, so I decided to put them together. So it's just some vertebrae and its pelvis and sacrum and everything. Next, I was walking around on a beach and I found some dead squids. One I gave to my friend and the other one I kept for myself to preserve. And his name is Inky, needless to say. Hopefully you can see him properly. There's like his main body part and then like tentacles there and everything. The black stuff you can see is ink because he kept inking in the jar, so when I get some more alcohol I will put fresh alcohol in. But yeah, this is Inky. And last one. So my sister, like myself, is a very avid op shopper, and at an op shop she found me something pretty cool. It was only like $3 and it is a butterfly encased in resin. Now I'm guessing the person that made this wasn't very experienced because I think it was a homemade one, and you can tell because they had a bit of an accident up here. The butterfly isn't very centered and it's also broken. But I still think it's really cool and I really love it because you don't really find very many specimens of butterflies or moths that is in resin. I'm guessing because of the fragility of their wings. So that is my humongous first oddities update. I'm sorry it was so long, and again I'm sorry that I don't really look the best today, the most presentable, and that it's taken me a while to make another video. But hopefully when I get all of this schoolwork and stuff done, start making more videos. Also, quick little note, a viewer has asked me recently if I could make a Q&A video, and I can definitely do that, but I'm gonna need some questions for that. So if you'd like to know anything about me, I guess, or ask me something, you can be anything in the world, leave a comment down below, or you can probably message me on my Tumblr, which I will again leave a link to down the bottom. And then when I get enough questions I will make a video answering them all. One more thing, I finally have an Etsy now for my artwork, and I only have one thing up at the moment, but I promised that when I made an Etsy I would let you guys know, so I'm letting you guys know, and I will put a link to that in the description. You don't have to buy anything or anything, I don't care, you can just have a look or whatever. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm sorry this was so long, but I hope you enjoyed and you like all of my new additions, because I certainly do. And I will see you in my next video, which will probably be a bit more exciting. Bye!